My name is Zach Bolster. I'm co-founder of ChemoCars. A year ago, I was living in New York City with my wife, working in finance, and I got a phone call from my mom. She told me that the cancer had returned, and this time it was pancreatic cancer. The next day, we flew back to Charlotte, and my family surrounded my mom with love and support. We did all the work so that she could focus on what mattered most, getting better. But it was too late. She died just 5.5 weeks after diagnosis, and our family was devastated. And we wanted to do something to honor her life and help people. Throughout her treatment, we saw a lot of people struggle just to find a ride to chemotherapy. And we come to learn that some of these people were actually missing their treatment and dying because of it. It was unfair, it was infuriating, and we had to do something. My wife and I quit our New York jobs and decided to stay in Charlotte. I immediately started volunteering, taking people personally to chemotherapy right here in Charlotte, but quickly learned the problem was too big, and there weren't always enough volunteers. There had to be a better way. One day while walking with my sister on my mom's old walking trail, we just joked, let's book these people an Uber or Lyft and get on with our day. And she looked at me and said, you should do that. In that moment, ChemoCars was born. ChemoCars solves 3 problems. The first is financial. Cancer is very expensive. Some people, like my mom, have to stop working. It had to be free. So ChemoCars funds rides entirely through donations and grants. The second is technical. My mom was incredibly smart, but she was skittish with her cell phone. She used it like a flip phone, downloading an app, uploading a credit card, figuring out how to use an Uber when you're battling cancer is intimidating. It had to be easy. So with ChemoCars, a free ride is just a phone call away. No app needed, no smartphone needed. Give us a call, speak to a human being, and we'll have a car there in 10 minutes. And lastly, it needed to be reliable. We're dealing with people's health here. It's not enough to send them an Uber or Lyft and hope for them to figure it out. We monitor each and every ride remotely on a GPS dashboard, and we're there to intervene to help ensure success. Now, here's why I'm so excited about ChemoCars. It works. In our first year, we did over 2,000 free rides. Second, it is incredibly cost effective. Average ride costs just about $12. Third, this problem is solvable now. If we win SEED20, it will provide funding for 1,600 free rides to cancer patients, accelerating Charlotte as the model city for cancer transportation. But more importantly, together we can help cancer patients focus on what matters most, getting better.